Mike talking? Because he always had that green on. So better double check to make sure. Nope, there he goes.
Okay, I guess I was right. Alrighty. Okay, this is live. Live here. Yup. Cool. Okay.
What'd you think of that review? Oh, it was good. It was good.
Oh, whoopsies. We're just talking about some of the wonderful Dragon Ball Hero stuff that has come out recently.
Legit wonderful.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself. Don't enjoy yourself. You're only allowing these people to just make more of this with this secret Saiyan who's stronger than freaking SS Blue Vegito. Cool. And he's just in the shadows and never mentioned and in his secret prison. Cool. This is what we're getting. But people recognize it's a fun joke fluff. Who gives a shit? As opposed to, here's Jiren, the greatest villain I've ever seen.
But he is, though.
Cool. Yep. Get in there.
That sounds like a very similar to reaction that you just had about Dragon Ball Heroes, though, so I'm confused.
No. I was talking, DA showed me another Heroes thing, and I'm just like, cool. No. Super is trash.
There's the tenors of BG's cools that you have to like really listen for the subtlety. Cool is like, yeah, he's okay with it. Cool is he's pissed off at it.
We in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse. Cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yep. No. Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it. You almost lost to a Ganon. You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing to Ganon. Because no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really that
I'm just imagining, like, just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school, you almost failed. Just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick, just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
so dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of
all of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sick.
keep willing out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
Yes, I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
So they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It's
all
amazing.
it is. Can we talk about Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's that was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing, and then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you see
The accent is the thing.
the Reddit stuff?
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing. And Mark.
Great.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast of stuff for real this time.
Yeah, it's
Episode
for real this time.
220. I was about to say 2020. 220.
Hey,
Bruh,
you
no.
We were
stick long
doing this
enough.
for
You deserve it.
If we were doing this for 2020 episodes, kill us, please.
Yeah, we're done here.
Hey, you don't know our explosion is right around the corner. We'll be invited to cons in like a decade.
Yeah. All right. So it is
The day we get invited to do stuff at cons is a very strange day for us. Let's be honest here. I think if that ever were to be a thing, I don't think any of us would be like, I don't know, accepting at first. We'd probably be just like,
I'd just be straight up like, no.
Really?
Yeah.
because
Ew, no.
that's cutting an autograph time, man.
no, you know what? No, you know what would be fucking great? It'd be, they use the headshots, like, for everybody to, like, advertise, okay, X person's coming. They find a way to get a picture from DA from that video at that one Yomicon where he does, like, the handicap person impersonation.
They
and
would
that's
never
the one
allow
they
that.
use. just
This is all we
a
can
man
find.
can hope. A man can dream.
You can dream all day. They would never. They would kick him off before that.
Oh boy.
It's like,
Definitely
sir,
do
do you
a
remember
con.
that
I don't
video
know
where
what
your
y'all
friends
talking
told
about.
you?
I would 100%
What was that?
do a con.
Oh, facts.
Oh, yeah,
Same.
same here.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you got stage fright, so you're not understandable.
Is
for
it
you.
that or is it the autographs or is it both?
No, it's the stage fright. Because let's say we get invited to a con and but who gives a Montana? Let's just say Montana.
Mhm.
But there's
Who gives a shit,
He- he-
Montana? Good place.
he would never go there to begin with. So the autographs that are there are just autographs that are there. So it's not about that. It's about the stage fright.
And you gotta perform. And y'all saw me once my comedy videos come up. I'm leaving the room because I can't take the not laugh. That hurts. So if I do a joke, it bombs. It's like, oh man, you guys don't get it, but maybe somebody in the audience gets it, and I can't see them, the comments laughing, but in the audience, it's like, hell, oh well, that just bombed, and you can make a joke out of it, but some people in the audience are gonna be thinking, wow, DA ain't as funny as I thought he was, and that's.
I can tell you this. I can tell you this emphatically. I have never met a person that said you were not as funny as they thought they were.
He's not as funny.
Like
as
funny in the sad way or funny in the good
No,
way?
funny in a funny way. DA is a funny man. I will say this. DA is probably the funniest person I have ever met in my life.
See, I don't need that on me.
You just made it worse.
Imagine just like
without a doubt,
if we
you
did
are
an autograph,
numero uno
it'd
on
be
this
the-
podcast. That's a cold hard fact.
if we did.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said-
I'm.
Is that me or a D? That's probably me.
Yeah,
I said
go
there
ahead.
it is a cold hard fact that he is numero uno in terms of the funniest on this podcast. It's not even a
Yes.
contest.
But imagine us going to an autograph session and having a panel or podcast live in the next couple of hours, and somebody says that, and now I got the pressure of being the funny.
You put
one,
that
and then it gets in your mind. It's just like, okay, I gotta instead of speaking, I gotta punch this up. So as I'm filtering the jokes, like, okay, I gotta make this a little bit funnier, like I normally do, and I get to the proper level of funny. Then I'm just like, no, that ain't funny enough, and I'll go 3 or 4 or 5 times higher.
Yeah,
and
you
then
got
it
a
just
real
gets-
problem in your head.
Yes, it gets unfunny at that point.
Bro,
See?
but like, look at everybody. Look at all the people who actually do all this stuff. Go to the cons. Go to the autograph lines. They just be themselves. They don't give a fuck about
but
any
they
of
don't
that.
have
Oh, yeah.
DA's
Yeah,
mentality.
that's just as easy. That's
the
really
problem.
easy. So just why didn't I think about just do it?
He's already thinking, if somebody goes, if we're all in there and it's like, I like your debating, blah, blah, blah. DA, you are the funniest person I've ever heard. I love when you said this line and that line.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to go into your mentality. That line and that line. I'm trying to explain it to Rel. So the mind he's going, well, these people expect this of me, so now when I get on stage they're all looking at me for the punchline and the jokes, so I have to deliver. So if he goes punchline 1, in his mind he's now thinking something punchline 1 that would naturally flow out. He's going in his mind and going, that's not funny enough, so I gotta go to punchline 2, 3, or 4 or build that up. And it would be a terrible mindset, because by that time the moment's probably passed. That's why he can't.
And also, somebody coming up like, yo, you the funniest mother. I love this part. I love this part. What do you say to that? Do you try to crack a joke, or do you just go, thank you?
Hold on.
I crack jokes and I'm self-deprecating because I'm just like, I cannot deal with people calling me funny, smart, anything.
So then you have to go, if you crack a joke and they don't laugh, then that's automatically just like it's lower. So it's too much thinking.
But at the same time, if a fan comes up to you and says you something funny, and you even just say something in a funny accent or say something even mildly funny, they'll probably bust out laughing because they're in your face and meeting you. They're already up to meet you, so they'll probably thank you, Kermuggan, and they'll
just do a reference from the cast.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
We do feed off people telling us we suck. Try. We do feed off that.
One of the people in this podcast has kind of had this already happen to them. Mike. Mike had to deal with that the first time he met Drew in person when he was sitting there, and when Mike and them were just having a conversation, Drew would just pull out
at me.
He quoted, and Mike was lost. Mike was completely fucking lost.
It's so amazing. I listen to podcasts and radio shows and all this stuff where people are like, hey, do you remember this? Do you remember this? Do you remember this? And the hosts are like, I don't remember anything they were talking about. I'm like, how do they not remember that? And then Drew, me and him were having dinner and he referenced something and I went, what are you talking about? And he went, do you remember? And I went, oh, right, we did talk. Dude,
yeah.
When you're a fan of something, boy, that is clicking.
BG was just like, you said this on Revisited. I was like, I did? Like, yeah, this. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I think the thing Drew I said something and he's like, oh yeah, bro moment. I'm like, what? It's like bro moment. I'm like, what? It's like the podcast. I'm like,
what are you talking about?
I'm just like, what the fuck does that mean?
A couple of you have already now have established as it's happened to you in a light sense. But it may not be in front of a crowd of people, but it's still a fan interacting and memorizing things that we have no memory of.
None.
Just can't take.
So like we do, again, you and Mike have that experience. It's like it comes and goes. It is what it is. Like I don't.
No, I've always said this. I don't like talking in front of people. But once I do, it's performer mode, and I just do it because at that point I'm already up there. So it is what it is at that point. But you would have to have me sign on that dotted line. You would have to get me on that airplane. I'm making all the excuses that I can up until that point. But then once I'm on stage, I'm rocking it.
Yeah, it's just like
you mean like trying to get you to your own goddamn panel?
Hey,
which time are you talking about? Which time?
Hey, hold on.
There's been a lot of them.
Autographs take precedence in this man's mind, and that's just something we accept.
That's right. You have to.
Not the people who showed up to see him, and Mike had to vamp. Mike
Look,
had to
there are-
vamp.
There are two options. He don't show up, or he shows up at a predetermined time and or leaves at a predetermined time.
or yeah.
Autographs.
You remember that
Point
wars
blank.
when I was just like, hey, yo, just here's my video. Tell me if I won or lost, and I pieced out. And you came up after the autographs, just like, yeah, you won.
Hate you.
You were a terrible human being.
Yes, dude, we're all terrible human beings. Don't start this.
Oh boy.
He's DA is the worst.
No, I'm the worst.
Nah.
No, I am the
DA
worst.
is the worst. You are the biggest asshole. I'm
Do you
the
not
loudest.
remember? Do you not remember our whole discussion on how I was talking to my friend's girlfriend?
Never mind.
Yes,
never mind. I rescind my
dude.
statement.
Yes, I am the worst person here. I make no bones about this.
What is Mike then
Thankfully-
of the group? What is
I
Mike?
don't know.
Mike is forceful.
bland?
No,
The
he's
blandest?
forceful. He's forceful.
Mike's the most forceful of the group.
Yes, because somebody will say something, suggest something, he'll just go, no. And that's just basically the end of it.
Yeah, you're not
You
entirely
know?
wrong.
Now that like that's actually being spoken to me, it's like, yeah. No,
This is the way it's happening.
it's not.
No.
So
Uh,
what's DA and me? Like, no, I have to be the loudest. Like, that's pretty much it.
oh, that's
Yeah.
DA though.
DA is the quirkiest.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know why that clicked in my brain, but just speaking of quirkiest, I need you to remind me of something, DA, because I was telling the story of Orchestrasia to somebody, and for the life of me could not remember the name of the fucking horse.
Only first
Octavia.
off, second off, Octavia.
Octavia. Okay.
You probably
Octavia.
just looked up music. No, that probably.
Motherfucker, I typed in Orchestration. All right? It didn't work.
Hold on, Triton. Hold on, Triton. Hold on, Triton.
That is incorrect.
Hold on, Triton.
You activated his trap card.
Oh now. I don't boast a lot about myself, but my debating is
Wait.
ridiculous.
Hold on. Now, he may have a point. DA may be the best at debating. You may just be the most stubborn debater.
DA, do you believe you're better than me at debating?
I do not. No, let's have a quick debate.
I saw that about
Okay.
10.
You think you're
10
better at debate?
Yes, I do.
Well, you win. You taking my title. He's the best now.
Oh,
DA is better at debating. He's doubling down.
right.
He's doubling down.
Yeah.
You need to go back and listen to several of our old episodes from our original podcast.
Well, wait a second. We haven't really had a knockdown drag out.
Me and you,
No, it's been a long
it's a
time.
long time now.
I don't even.
Here's the
remember,
thing:
like,
is like the last.
Here's the thing:
'cause
is
I don't want
legendary.
That's all there is to it. I don't want it. There's nothing here for me.
I
There's no
want-
gain on this. I'm not trying to look foolish.
I want a caricature of DA with a text bubble that just says "Here's the thing,"
Here's
with
the
like
thing.
DA's hand over his face. I need it.
I will always say this. There is, within like 11 minutes of that, I realized that I have made a huge mistake and I am in the wrong. And I just say, what am I doing? And from then on out, I'm just memeing.
Yeah.
It's just a joke.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Realization at that point.
I'm like, he's clearly gonna put this up, but I'm like gonna make it so long that he's either gonna have to cut it up or just gonna completely forget about putting it up because it's too long.
Oh, I
Neither of
did.
those happen. Yeah, I know. But yeah,
You bet
he
on
goes-
Mike being rational, bro. Like that's
he
not going to be a
goes,
thing.
What am I
Like,
doing? And the second that happened,
yeah.
everybody should have known it was just done at that point.
That was it. And then I just
What
went, all
am
right,
I
I'm just gonna
doing?
do it for the goof. Now, Triton, I'll say this about Neo. I love Neo, and I will defend her to the grave. If you had said she's a mute and that's terrible, I'm like, nah, she said plenty of words, and I debate against that. Whatever I gotta do to make Neo seem the best, I'm gonna do. Your problem is you haven't seen enough of BG's debate.
And that's the thing, like,
he's hard, he's fast, and he don't stop.
BG takes the role of devil's advocate and
Yes.
masters it.
Yes.
Masters it.
DA comes at you hard about things he really cares about.
He's passionate about.
Yes.
BG don't need that. BG needs no attachment to be that guy. He can just be like, all right, sky is green. You know what? Fuck it. Sky is green. Here we go. And he'll have you convinced the sky is green,
Or at least
you'll be
twice about it.
or you will be so mad you won't care that there is a sky. That's how it is with BG when it comes to debating. That's it.
Oh, there were some fun times.
Hey,
Check out whenever we get this debate, this Bleach boy going. That's when you gonna see some real.
Okay.
Cause this bastard trapped him one time real.
Did I? I don't remember.
It was the where he goes. It seems like Eye Patch Wolf took points from his first video and just put them into the second video. You go, okay, couldn't you say that it looks like Kubo took some stuff that he didn't use from Soul Society and put it into Waco Mundo? And he go, that's just whataboutism. And he goes, I'm just countering your whataboutism with my whataboutism. Did I really say that? It was rough.
Oh, it sounds just like you.
I remember that exact moment when I figured out what you were doing. I was like, don't do it to him. Don't do it.
Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel.
And that's what I was just like, this bastard is dangerous. and you will see there are two types of debate tactics in that. It's me going, shut up and agree with this, and BG going, yeah, I'm gonna lead you into agreeing with this, and you're gonna come to this conclusion on your own. It's me hammering a nail into there, like it's gonna get in there, and BG going, don't you want to hammer that nail into there? And then just sitting back drinking a lemonade.
Speaking of, I'm gonna text these dudes right now.
That's right.
And if it's not if they don't do it, I'm putting it up tomorrow. No matter what you say.
All
Man,
right.
I can't stop you.
Cause my God, it's been
He'll
6
wordsmith
months.
his way into getting you to agree to it, so no use debating. All right. So it's been 2 weeks, a bunch of news shit happened. As, you know, our weekly reminder, Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, go get your fucking vaccine. Still wear your masks if
Get
you are not
the
vaccinated.
fucking vaccine.
Vaccine.
I am
Everybody's
one of-
getting sick off of it. It's just like we told everybody. What are you talking
Let's
about?
talk about this vaccine for a second.
Mm.
I just got my second shot, and
Aha.
I am not exaggerating when I say yesterday was the worst that I've ever felt. Get the one shot and hope for the best, people. Don't go for that second shot. It's not worth it.
Let's ignore.
That's my
Don't say that. Don't
That's
even
my
say
advice.
that.
Get the
let's
one. Get the
ignore
one and
him.
hope for the best.
Ignore him, please.
You don't want to be like me. I'm still feeling it. It hurt to walk. My muscles were killing me. I couldn't move. It was terrible yesterday.
Ignore him.
Legitimately.
It got to the point.
Worst that I've ever felt.
It got
Get
to the
one.
point.
Don't even get the one. The one hurts your arm.
It got to the point where I was like, DA, if you need something from downstairs, you tell me. Because he got back upstairs and I just heard do these heavy plodding footsteps. And I went, oh no. His body's going to give out halfway and I'm not.
Yeah.
It was miserable.
You were right there with me.
Man.
You were an unlucky one.
And I was just like, because I texted my friend, like, what did you? She was like, I had a mild headache. That was about it. I was
Yeah,
like, you
that was
Yeah,
my
I had
mom.
a sore arm. That's all I had.
you bastard.
What, you would have heard it experience your face?
Yes. If we all going through this, we all gonna do it. Cause this time, It was like 2 or 3 hours after I got my first shot that my arm was hurting. And I was just like, ah, crap, it's gonna happen again. And the whole day my arm was fine. I went, uh-oh. Either this real good or this real bad.
Dude, exact same.
And I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, just in a pool of sweat.
When did you get your shot?
I got mine Friday.
What time?
Oh, I got it at around 11.
Okay, like for me, my coworkers told me at the 12-hour mark after you get your shot, you'll know if you're gonna feel like absolute garbage or if you're gonna be fine. And it was like on the fucking dot. I got mine at 10 a.m. At 10 p.m., I was like, ooh, I'm feeling a little weird.
Oh, it was miserable.
Yeah, like
I woke up at that 3 o'clock and I stayed up because I could not go to sleep.
Fever dreams, right? Your mind was just racing, right?
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. And it's just like I'm so thirsty, but it hurt to move. Don't do it, everybody.
Nah, you do
no,
it.
here's
I want to go to movies.
If everybody else gets their shot, you won't even need it. Because the COVID, it'll just be gone from the world.
No, it
So
goes
that's how
in
it
your
works.
body, and you just no longer get the symptoms. And yes, I did watch the H Bomber Guy video. It's one of his best ever.
It's ridiculous.
Just so much facts and hilarity and jokes. Please watch H Bomber Guy.
All right.
And rethink the vaccine.
With that, get the vaccine.
Be a coward like me.
Don't listen to him, please.
You'd have to be a retroactive coward. You already got.
If I could send a single note to myself in the past, any time in the past, any second in the past, it'd just be Friday morning. It'd just be, don't do it, homie. He'd know.
All right. So, going through this onslaught of news. Sad news. Start off with the sad news. The creator of Berserk, Kentaro Miura, he passed away at the age of 54. Basically from, and this is just another comment on Japan's heaviest of air quotes work ethic, died from overwork. Basically was stressed out from working so hard that his heart gave out, in essence. Tragically young.
Weekly manga kills you.
Yeah.
Have you seen when this came out, people started posting what Oda's week is. He essentially gets 3 hours of sleep and an hour of free time a week. Every day he gets 3 hours, and he gets one day for like 2 or 3 hours of free time, and every other second is spent on something One Piece.
Insane.
Sounds right to me.
It's a disgusting work schedule. Double the chapters and make it monthly.
Or I said you do your four chapters a month on, month off.
Something.
This needs to facilitate some sort of change, because this is a big one. This isn't some couple million manga person finished
like
their manga.
Berserk has inspired so many fucking people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I saw from the mangaka of Ippo when he was he came in to be an assistant for him, and he was just like, "You're too good for this. You're out of here." And he dismissed him. Like he was like, "I got nothing to teach you. You go do your own shit."
I have no idea if like he left anything to finish it. Basically it's just been he's passed away. We haven't heard anything from the manga, which is obviously not as important right now, but we'll see. But yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know if there's anybody who could do his art style as well.
Definitely not. But I'm sure people would love to see the story concluded, if nothing else.
I mean, I can't actually say that. I can't say that because when the manga writer of Trinity Blood died, the person who carried over actually improved the art style and writing a bit. So it's possible.
I don't think Berserk's art could be better.
Absolutely.
It is.
I'm saying we never know. We never know. We'll see what happens.
I very much doubt it. I'm just going to say I doubt it. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but I very much doubt it. as far as writing, I'm sure he had notes and stuff. And I'm sure there's fans and maybe even other creators that would like to see it finished. But it depends on what his wishes were.
Yeah,
Like, if
exactly.
he was like, once I die, that my series dies with me, leave it alone. But if it was like, I want somebody to carry on, find somebody competent and flesh it out and carry it on.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, very very
But there will
sad.
always be that mindset of what if, even if it does finish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Because there's that mindset with a demon slayer. It's like, hey, what if they didn't have that family problem and they got to actually do it? No, it'd still be pretty bad, y'all. Shut up. Hey, shut up.
All right. Excuse me. Big thing. AT&T is selling Warner Media to Discovery for $43 billion.
And a like pseudo merger.
Yeah, AT&T basically like spent what, like the last decade ish just acquiring media properties, and I guess just decided, nah. Here you go.
Big. Like they loaned out a lot. They had a lot of money loaned out and assets loaned out so they could do this purchase of WB. And then it was like, well, we're not gonna see the return in the time to offset those debts, so just gotta sell it.
Yep. It's like, I mean, some of the big things, obviously, that Warner Media had, that at least from the top of my head, were HBO Max, DC, and all the different shows that have popped out from that.
Yeah.
Rooster Teeth was a part of Warner Media. There's a bunch of other internet properties probably that are in there that I don't know about.
Hold on. Yeah, yes, Triton. He did say
Subsection.
SpongeBob should not continue after he died, but because Nickelodeon owns the rights, once he's dead and he can't stop them, they can technically do it legally.
Once he died,
Once he died, them floodgates opened up.
he was straight up like, no
garbage.
no spinoffs, please, no
Nickelodeon
spinoffs.
is a piece of garbage for that.
And they went, oh, he's
two of them.
Dirt Shovel 1 went over his grave and he went, we got Squidward, we got Patrick, we got spinoffs on spinoffs on spinoffs.
He gave it the Family Guy treatment.
Disgusting.
Bad.
All right, so we got.
But yes, WB also owned WB Games, and there's a lot of contention on what's going to happen there.
I forgot about that.
Because are they going to sell off studios individually? What is going to happen to the properties if those studios get sold off? Because, you know, Rocksteady is basically the Batman guy. But what happens if they can't touch Batman, but they're part of, say, EA? So what are they going to do then? Are they going to license out the Batman property? Or is it just going to transfer over contractually or whatever? Or are they going to purchase the Batman license too? Who knows?
Plus the two games that are in the pipe right now.
Big piece of what?
Plus the two games that are in the pipe: Suicide Squad and then the Batman game, which I don't remember the name of.
You also got Harry Potter.
Oh yeah. God, Legacy.
The Harry Potter game is been announced and stuff. So that's another one that's in the pipeline already.
Okay. On the DC note, two big things. They showed off, I think it was really like just an image, but just from the image I already like it. The My Adventures with Superman cartoon that's coming to HBO Max.
Delicious! My God, does it look amazing?
What about that Batwoman one? You know, we could talk about that real quick. We don't need to talk about the Superman.
The My Adventures with Superman.
Who really cares about that? Superman, you know.
It looks like, it almost looks like in style, like just like animation style, a continuation of She-Ra in a way. Like I get those same vibes.
There was a character from Owl something, maybe it wasn't Owl City because that was the band, but something Owl, and they were like, Lois looks like a grown-up version of her, and I was like, yes, she does.
So yeah, I mean, just it looks, just from the animation style, I'm intrigued. Got that. We have an Injustice animated movie coming based upon comic book / video
more
games.
evil Superman for y'all dumb bastards.
Finally.
For y'all dumb.
This is what people need.
Y'all dumb pieces of that require it.
And then in news of more acquisitions, Amazon is buying MGM for $8.5 billion. Notable stuff: Bond, Wizard of Oz, and the Creed series. are all part of that. So just people buying.
It's Bond.
Yes.
That's what they really want.
Yeah. Okay, we have the first teaser trailer for The Eternals. And, I mean, none of
It's
these
a
characters
teaser.
I have
I'm
an
not-
attachment to, so it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
The only things I'm just like, Robin John Stark. that was like my main
That's
thought.
literally it. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see more of that in the coming weeks, months.
It's okay.
Dead by Daylight is getting Nemesis as the new monster, and I think it was Leon and Jill, if I'm not mistaken, for the survivors.
Boo!
Yeah, I've as soon as I
Good
saw
issue.
that, I'm like, well, no Claire.
Yeah. Why would you have Leon and Jill? I guess the most popular male and the most popular female.
Yep.
But is Leon more popular than Chris?
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
so.
Since
Yes,
Chris
he
just
is.
out,
4, dude.
it's-
4.
Yeah, but we're talking 5, which is like I think the third highest selling Resident
Yeah,
Evil of all
but
time.
4. 4 is all you need.
4, 2 remake, and basically every single like animated film that they've done has been Leon.
Okay.
Did anyone watch the Far Cry 6 gameplay? I have that on here, but I didn't watch it.
A little. Not all of it. I kind of like skimmed.
I mean, it's Far Cry.
It's Far Cry.
Okay,
That's
what
really
I figured.
I mean, they're not going to deviate too much from the formula. They know what they got. They know what the fans
Yeah.
want.
It's literally just the same thing.
There was a little like Sonic Direct where they showed off a Sonic Colors Ultimate, a port of Sonic Colors, plus all DLC coming to current gen consoles, as well as a new game teased for 2022, which is being rumored to be an open world game.
Yeah. Called Sonic
Yeah.
Rangers.
It's a
Yeah.
bit odd. Don't like the name, I'll say that.
And then they showed off like the Netflix series and a few other things. Big thing from that though is Roger Craig Smith is actually staying as Sonic.
Really glad about
Yeah,
it.
he had. I
Yeah.
saw that from the announcement on Twitter.
Yeah, his tweet was good because like an initial tweet where he was saying that he was leaving the role, it was a blue heart ripped in half. This one, it was the heart stitched back together. But yeah, I'm happy
Yeah,
about that.
we're never gonna hear exactly what happened with that. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gonna get that question for years and years and years, but I'm glad that he's back.
NDA.
He's really good.
Yes, he
Yep.
is.
Shut it down. You shut up.
Let's see. We got the Switch Pro is seemingly going to get revealed before E3.
Not a shock. Nobody should be surprised
Yeah.
by that.
For a September release, potentially.
Yes.
When is E3?
June.
Like mid-June, right?
Early June. Yeah, I
Early?
think
It's in
next-
2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
No, I think it's next week.
I thought it was the second week of June. Hold on.
Let's see.
That would be.
We have the power of Google.
Well, this would be the first week of June.
It's 2 weeks from now. It's the 15th.
Well, that's Nintendo specifically.
Look,
Yeah.
E3 starts the 12th, ends the 15th. Yeah, it's 2 weeks from now. Literally 2 weeks from now.
Floor and Xboxes was on the 10th.
Looking at official
Regardless,
E3 schedules,
it is
Saturday,
very
the 12th
close.
to the 15th.
Yeah, it's close. That's the point.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously I'm, me, Nintendo. Give me anything Metroid, Zelda, Bayonetta.
Xbox is the 13th.
Xbox actually, because like their whole thing last year was we have all these first party studios now, so they actually might be showing some stuff.
Nintendo
doubt it.
Direct has no estimated time or date. Could happen before, so that's very possible.
Usually they wait till the end. That's just going-
Ubisoft is the 12th.
Oh boy. Actually, too, Bethesda and Microsoft are combining their conferences. That's
Yeah, that's why I said I
Yeah.
very much doubt it.
And
It's gonna be a
Sony
bunch
doesn't
of-
have one.
Yeah, Sony hasn't had it for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, but
I
they
think
have
Bethesda,
They have no scheduled pair event. So
Nope.
They're not doing
I think
anything.
Bethesda games are going to cover a lot of what Microsoft probably lacked. So I think it's going to be
I don't know, just
2
because
hours.
they announced like 15 studios last year, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
but why would they combine the two?
Just because there's no need since it's now under their umbrella, so they just might have a longer. I mean, we'll see. But like, basically, they have more ammunition than they've had in previous
Yeah.
years.
Okay, let's say when did they cultivate these studios? A year ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
They announced
Are there
them
going to be
last year.
games? Okay, are there going to be games now to showcase, or
Potentially.
is it going to be next year? Potentially, probably 5, 6, maybe. You're probably going to get the new Gears. You're going to get a closer look at the new Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Definitely new Forza. Maybe a closer look at Perfect Dark, but that might not make it. You're gonna get 4 or 5 Bethesda games. Maybe whatever.
Assassin's Creed.
Maybe whatever the Outer Worlds people are working on. I forgot what their
Obsidian.
names were. Obsidian. Whatever new game, smaller game Obsidian had. Senua's Sacrifice 2. That's probably the showcase.
Trying to find a list. Okay, we got
Plus whatever
we
third
got
party they
343,
Yeah.
World's Edge, The Coalition, which is Gears, Compulsion Games, Double Fine, Xbox Game Studios, The Initiative, In Exile, Mojang, Ninja Theory, Obsidian, Playground Games, Rare, something 10, which I think is the Forza people, and Undead Labs, which I believe is State of Decay.
Turns here.
That's Turn. Okay, fancy writing. Yeah, Rare could announce something. I mean,
Of
people.
those you named, I could see 6.
Yeah, Perfect Dark is from Rare. People are still wanting a new Banjo. I don't think that's happening.
Not this year.
Ninja Theory. I feel like they haven't announced anything big in a while, so that could be something.
There's supposed to be a new Killer Instinct outsourced to a different studio outside of the Microsoft studios.
Okay. There's potential for ammo for a actual good conference this year, so I'm actually kind of excited.
I never said it was going to be bad because I
Yeah.
think even if Bethesda games cover a lot of their game, that's a good conference because Bethesda originally had an entire conference just for them.
Yeah.
So now it's more condensed with a lot of that fluff cut out.
Oh,
I mean,
plus
I
more
highly
Microsoft
expect
games.
audience. Ugh.
I
Yeah.
expect the keynote of their whole thing to be the new Elder Scrolls.
I don't know.
Yeah. I can see that.
I feel like
Just like
said
with
that.
Skyrim. Skyrim was
even-
their big thing that one year. And that was the last year they were together. So now the year they're together again, there's no way it's not the keynote being Elder Scrolls. It would fit too well. It writes itself.
We'll see. I feel like we've heard
Now,
literally nothing.
That's the thing is we've heard literally nothing, and they've had enough time to get things, at least enough for a trailer. So we'll
Mike,
see.
how much have we heard of Elden Ring, and how much are people looking forward to that?
Yeah.
Too much.
Exactly. So to just say, we haven't heard enough of it, that doesn't really mean a lot.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that in Guy Sheeran for Fallout 76. Yeah.
God, that crowd was so fucking forced.
Bruh, it was
terrible.
awful.
Terrible.
We have NPCs.
After everything,
Yeah!
Woo!
Come on, guys! Right? That was awesome.
Now hold on. Here's the sad thing. Was
People
it
taking off their
was it
shit on
forced?
each other?
Or was it just that one dude in every group who is just an obscene fanboy?
Nope. It was for
Because if it was that one dude, he should have read the room like, "Oh, this ain't happening." It should have been 2 claps and then.
I don't know, man. I know
we're just
people.
stretching.
I know a few people that they were and still are die-harders for Fallout 76.
Let's say it is, and they got that one person that's going woo. Everybody else should not be with
Clapping.
them.
Yeah.
Fair.
It was uproarious applause.
Okay, fair.
Had to be paid a lot or is a troll. Could be both. Could be both.
That dude was not paid. That was an unpaid intern.
Yo,
He did that shit for a job.
for the goof though.
No,
For
for
the
a job.
goof.
For
Yeah,
a
I
job.
would do some goofy stuff.
For the goof. That's high class goof,
DA at a Trump rally.
dude. No, because if it's a Trump rally, everybody's clapping.
Legitimately.
Yeah, but I gotta go one step above everybody. So
Exactly.
I gotta, like bring some stilts or something.
Big Uncle Sam from one of those outlets.
All right, and then the last bit of game stuff, there was the Horizon Forbidden West gameplay trailer. And, I mean, from what we got,
A lot of controversy.
It looks pretty similar, sans, like, some movement options, which I'm glad that they added, because, again, I've said this before, I played it right after Breath of the Wild, and that was, like, my biggest qualm, was just, like, I felt constrained, but they've added stuff where I'm like, they can open this game up a lot more now.
I found myself to be very uninterested in Horizon.
Really?
That's the thing. Like, I'm happy with their improvements, but it still looked similar.
Oh, it looks very similar.
So,
But is that a bad thing?
I found myself picking it up for about 45 minutes to an hour every session, and then just going, "That's enough of that."
oh, you're talking the original
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
heard that too.
Very
I've heard that too.
And it's weird because like the
I
story
still
in the
liked
world, the story in the world is very interesting and good. It's just I don't know, like it borrowed a lot from a lot of different other games I had played before it. Like the level
Very
up
pretty,
system.
though.
Yes, it is. The level up system and stuff is very much akin to the Tomb Raider games, and some of the combat and stuff felt like the Tomb Raider games. And just and then like I said, just like I'd played other open world games, and I'm just like, eh.
Yeah.
There's like very restricting things about this game, so it is like
Yeah.
it's the best game that I've played that I've had the least interest in.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah. Like I would not.
Because usually, if I don't have an interest in the game, it's usually a bad game.
Yeah.
But it's a very good game. Just not interested.
Yeah. It's a very odd feeling.
People are talking too much about her face.
Oh yeah. This is, like the only thing was like, it looks kind of chubby, but like whatever. It's their
Looks like
choice.
a normal girl.
Oh yeah, people are. You didn't see the Twitter post of just like, I want my female character to look feminine,
eradicated.
Dude.
Homeboy got eviscerated. Like, what the are you talking about?
Oh, you fucking
It's just
beta
this
males that are
dolled-up
commenting.
Disney character, big old full lips makeup. I'm like, dude,
for a robot apocalypse.
Yeah. Need to put on my face for hunting killer machines with chainsaws for faces.
There's also a lot of controversy for quote unquote hero lighting, because the hero is lit differently than the rest of the world, so you can keep track of them. Dude, it's a big controversy. I do not understand. Oh yes, Triton, that face thing is legit. I will send it to you.
That is such a stupid complaint.
Dude, and it's a huge complaint.
What?
And I've seen people like, they do it in Bloodborne and all these other things. What are y'all talking about? It's like, no, it's so bad here. Dude, it's like, a huge complaint.
Of all the things. you're gonna and that is a nitpick. That is the stupidest of nitpicks I've heard in a long time.
Dude.
Oh man, like this is worse than the puddles in Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Dude, we suck. Gamers suck.
The people have to find something.
Anything.
There has to be something that people get pissed about. I don't know. And again, like for me, like the face thing, it was something I'm like, I noted it. I'm like, her face looks a little like chubbier than the last game. Oh well. Like, and that was it. That was the thought. In, out, gone. Like
yeah, it's not gonna affect me in almost the slightest.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a
Yeah.
But man, people went nuts. So
Oh yeah, like in terms of gameplay and stuff like that, just a lot of the stuff is similar, but I feel like they're gonna make enough changes that will probably at least correct some of the gripes I had from the previous game. But in general, see how it goes. Last couple bits, and we have one big thing to talk about. These two almost go hand in hand. So, Dave Filoni, who of Clone Wars fame, the Clone Wars animated series that people love, was now officially, I guess he's been this for some time now, but has now been officially named the executive creative director of Lucasfilm, and basically is taking the helm of the Star Wars franchise, which is he's basically becoming the Kevin Feige, which is great. Star Wars needed it, especially when the fucking director of episode 7 and 9 says, yeah, I kind of regret not having a plan.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
What? Like, especially when you know it's gonna be a trilogy. I'll be fine where it's like, we're making one more movie with you, and then, like, you know what, this one did good, we're making another one. Like, sure, that excuse, more acceptable. But you're going
now,
in.
Here's my, again, devil in the details. The thing is, what if they didn't have a plan laid down to bring the director back for each next movie? So they just thought they were in for one movie and then they were out.
Even still.
Because you can't, as a director, you can't make a plan for follow-ups if you're not looking to be in charge of the follow-ups. If you're just told you're in charge of this movie and this movie alone,
well, he wasn't.
You can't make a plan.
You still have to like even all the Marvel movies are working.
It's not that easy.
Goal.
Well, okay, again, they had a Feige. They had an interconnector.
They did
Star
have
Wars
one
didn't have
too.
that.
They had
no. They had Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
She wasn't Feige. She literally and was quoted as saying, outside of the movies, there is no lore that we can base anything off of. She said that. She ignored it. She literally knew nothing of the books, the comics, the actual content that Lucas himself put out. She wasn't a Feige. She was a bot.
And that's the
There's a difference, dude. Feige actively reads comics and books. Kathleen Kennedy was a corporate bot.
It's crazy that such a large franchise would not just go, here comes the trilogy, and just go, we'll wing it. You don't wing it with Star Wars. I understand that people are going to come and see it no matter what, but you got to have some kind of, here is the start, here is the ending.
Nope. JJ had, here's the start, and I want you guys to roll with it and come up with your own idea.
Yep. Hey, it's one of those campfire games where you go, here's the start of the story. I'm passing it off.
Yep.
You don't do that.
Yeah, a lot of people noted
this ain't a game.
A lot of people noted with JJ where it's like he is great at starting things and creating things, but just sucks at getting them over the finish line.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Lost.
Oh yeah.
But how hard is it to just go, all right, Rey, we're gonna have her hold the lightsaber and hear a lot of voices. Who are the voices that we're gonna hear? Well, we're gonna hear Obi-Wan, we're gonna hear Luke, we're gonna hear Darth Vader. What does that mean? I don't know.
Somewhere in there is a motherfucker.
People.
Yeah, I forget. I think it was Versus said in the Discord where it's just like, George Lucas, despite the problems that he has as a director, had a plan.
Man, it was
like,
his plan.
Okay,
he
the
original with it.
1 through 3 may not have been good movies, but at least the plot lines made sense and connected.
He had a plan with it. He went, hey, yo, Jar Jar's the key to this. Oh, people aren't digging Jar Jar. Well, we don't need him in this, but the story moves on.
Mm-hmm.
people were feverish, just like, who the are Ray's parents? Hey, guess what? I almost said the C word. That's banned on Twitch. Oh boy, we gonna keep our platform. But guess what? You C word, V words. It ain't nobody. And then actually it is somebody.
Dude.
And it's the most important. You don't run that back like that.
They course corrected so hard. They just went, that second movie don't even matter.
Dude, it's insanity that they thought that it was okay not only to just go, we don't have a plan, but then to just go, we don't agree with this dude's plan, so I'm just gonna make 2 movies within my 1 movie. To cover up all the stuff that he does, and then loop it back around and close
And
out.
wrap up my starting point.
So that's what I'm gonna have to do.
It's like that campfire game where you started the story and then halfway through you were like, I don't like that. And then it got back to you and then you went, everybody died. So then, like, no, continue the story.
The absolute
I know he
opposite
said that
of
that was his brother, but that's not what happened. He was mistaken.
the absolute.
And those last 2 guys, we're just ignoring everything they did. Those last 2 guys, somebody wrote everything they said in the journal, and then we came back to the real world.
Gets passed to
It
you.
was all a dream.
Gets passed to you. Yes and no, but.
But me though, it's
Wow.
why would you even say that in an interview? You should have just went, look, it didn't go exactly as planned. Some things were a bit muddled here and there, but all in all, I'm very proud of the work that
He's not proud. That's the problem.
But you don't have to say that you're not proud. You fake it. I'm as proud as I could be with the work that we.
Here's what you say. I laid out a foundation. I was hoping somebody would build it up and the fans would be receptive. But the fans were not receptive of the direction it was going. So I did my best to try to course correct. So people could have the most satisfying movie that they wanted.
Not to disparage Mr. Whoever his name was.
I forget.
I personally like and agree with
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson. I personally like and agree with his path. But we had to make some changes to what his direction was.
His vision was.
You do whatever speech you have to do to make everybody seem as amicable as possible, and everything was on the up and up. You could be like, yeah, we stumbled a little bit, but we rolled over and we got up, and no matter what you say, the people liked it, and we're glad that you guys liked it. If you don't like it, maybe there's some more in the future that's coming that might flesh out some stuff. You put that little filler out there, you keep it over there.
And from what I hear,
maybe one day you'll get a Zack Snyder, and then you come back and you make an 18-hour extended cut or whatever the.
And if they bring me back, I promise you, I will have my entire plan laid out just in case I don't direct further movies in that series.
You do whatever you gotta do, but you don't just open up your cheeks and shark.
Dude,
you don't do that.
The way the ninth movie treated Rose was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
It was.
Finn basically pats her on the shoulder and goes, "What's up, buddy?" And then she dies. That is her arc in that movie. Disgusting.
She didn't die.
She didn't die.
I could have sworn she died or was that her sister or whatever?
No, she died. Her sister died in the second movie.
She was a part of the horse ride raid on the start.
Okay, I thought she was in a ship and died.
No,
That's
that was her sister.
And you know why that movie is worse?
Helping me.
That's a two show callback. But in that movie, in the Last Jedi, they go, "That's not how we win. We don't win by destroying what we hate. We win by saving what we love." Basically, no sacrifice. Sacrificing yourself is bad. The next movie, Finn goes, "All right, time to sacrifice myself." And Roll just looks on like, "Hey, oh yeah, that movie didn't happen."
That entire series was a fucking shit show.
The ninth movie was horrendous.
With the moment I saw Darth Ray in the trailer, I was like, "There's no saving this.
She
It's
has
over."
shark teeth and everything.
Yes, I was like, "It's over."
Why don't you just put a tattoo on her head that just says damaged?
I will never forget. I was here
like that.
visiting Indiana to see my friends, and we all went to see what was it, Seven together.
Force
And-
Awakens. I wish I was into watching these bums
Dude.
watch their movies because I
All
would have
of-
loved to go to
No,
Star Wars.
dude,
Force
dude,
Awakens.
dude. We were there. It was all of us. Everybody has like an affinity for Star Wars to a varying degree. My friends adore Star Wars. My one friend, his sister, his oldest sister, and her husband raised him to be a Star Wars fanatic. So he lives and breathes this shit. We were all in that theater, and I'm not even lying. There was never a point where anybody in that theater cheered. The movie ended to a whole bunch of "What the fuck?" And I'll never forget it because I expected like some divisiveness of like people mad, people happy, nothing. The entire theater of episode 7 was mad.
I would have been clapping and
Dude,
applauding and
but
whooping.
I would have been that
I'm
one
building-
Fallout 76 guy.
I'm building on it. I'm building on it. So after that fucking travesty, we all agreed that the fucking 8th movie got the trailer. Like, that's it. We got a trailer to decide how bad we thought this was going to be. And we all decided we'd watch it together. We watched that trailer together, and all of us, almost in unison, said, "There's no hope for this entire movie." And we were right. And then when I heard the Palpatine laugh in the end of the trailer, all of us looked at each other so.
Oh, so you meant 8. You saw angrily. 8 and watched the trailer for 9.
Yes. Sorry, I'm getting the numbers mixed up.
Okay. Yeah,
but
I'm like, really, because 7 was like, it was at least upper mid that people were. But
yeah. I'm talking about 8
Jedi,
and then 9. Yes. Sorry, I've got the
Ooh.
numbers mixed up because I always get the Star Wars numbers fucked up.
Yeah, I was very like, they really didn't applaud because that's just a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, that is,
and that is what people want.
Yeah, 7 gave people like, okay, there's a chance.
A
8
New Hope.
obliterated that chance, and
Thank
then
you.
9 fucking deflated hope.
Yeah,
But-
that somehow Palpatine returned, and you
Dude.
can just see the light just drain from.
I
somehow he might.
I have never
dude. I don't know.
actively hunted and consumed
back. I don't.
any bit of media leading up to a film as much as I did reading up on how Palpatine is here. And when they actually dropped like the pre-movie book or comic or whatever it was, and they explained that Palpatine is alive because of cloning and Force Ghost spirit transfer, dude, I was like, this is some Shatterpoint bullshit. DA is gonna make a video about this.
Shatterpoint is still my favorite thing in all of Star Wars. It's so.
What is
good.
Shatterpoint?
Yeah, Mace Windu has the ability to like punch the air and like see various outcomes of things that he could do, and he'll pick one and be like, "That's the one I want." And he'll go over there. That's not exactly what it is, but it's basically what it is.
That is disgusting.
It's terrible, and it's only and it's
will
like
never forget.
There's a novelization that's just like as he's fighting Anakin with the Palpatine stuff. It's just like he looked at his Shatterpoint, but his Shatterpoint was clouded by the dark side, and he couldn't pick the correct path. And then he was shocked by the lightning. His hand was cut off, and he was killed. Shatterpoint.
What the?
Dude, I was obsessed with Shatterpoint for like a month straight.
Yes, you were.
It was like, dude, this is the worst thing ever.
That sounds horrible.
It is.
My least favorite thing still to this day is the muskrats that can absorb force, and stormtroopers just wore them
my god.
while fighting Luke in the Legends novels. So Luke
What?
couldn't use the force
we couldn't
on
that
him.
out. We couldn't that out. That's right. We'll keep everything else, but we're losing that. Look, it's all or nothing. You can't cut out certain things, and we're losing everything. We can't keep that. We lost all of the Legends trilogy because of that.
Triton, Shatterpoint does not sound like Epitaph. It sounds like in D4C, where it's just like, I'm gonna go over to this reality. That sounds horrible. It sounds like but it sounds like a good power for a dark side villain. And I'm met with silence.
I thought my headphones went out.
Sorry, I was trying to find the force rats. Finding what they're called.
Yeah, I don't need to see the force rat.
All right. The last bit of news. So, it was announced a couple days ago, like half a week ago, that the Powerpuff live action series pilot was just getting reshot. I forget what the reasoning that they said was.
It was
Oh,
it wasn't
dude, it's
realistic
bad.
enough.
It wasn't realistic. It wasn't accurate to the theme of the original series enough.
Something along those lines. And then, not too long after that news broke, the script of the pilot episode
Life is like a hate boner. Thanks, Blossom.
got leaked.
I'm gonna leak your nudes, Bubbles, for being a thought.
Blossom.
Thanks, Blossom.
This is, without a doubt, the worst thing I have ever seen come out of CW.
It is a bunch of 45-year-old white men who either are so attracted to teenagers or have never seen a teenager in their life.
Oh no, it's the first option. No, it's the first option.
No,
don't
we
think
know
it's
how
not.
they talk. Calm down. Read all of this exactly as it's written, please.
It was the most laborious thing I've ever consumed. Because every other line I would go, this has to be fake. There's no other option.
It wasn't.
I skimmed it when it first came out. I'm like, this is all fake. This is some 4chan crap. And then people started getting DMCA'd. I'm like, oh no.
I read every letter of that. It was atrocious.
So, like, anytime a CW show is announced, be it a DC show or whatever, like, my expectation is, at some point, this is going to swerve into CW territory. Which is, the Gossip Girls-esque type stuff, just the hormonal sexual tension drama, what have you. Like, it was gonna happen at some point. I knew that. But I was thinking, like, halfway, 2/3 through the first season, Scene 1 pilot.
Dude. Crazy.
Probably line 1 if we're getting super specific. And it is, and like, if this were a new property of just, random superhero girls that, like, it had nothing to do with Powerpuff Girls, like, even, like, same premise, they were superheroes as kids, what have you, I would have been like, this is just, like, a C-tier CW show.
We ain't gotta watch it. We ain't gotta care about it. It's over there.
They just
whoever
act
likes it.
It's CW trash, and, like, it's over there. The fact that this is a super established children's show. And they're throwing this vitriol, vile, disgusting shit at this. Where was this posted? Was this in general in the Discord? I forget where.
I believe so.
All my screenshots and stuff.
Yes.
I think it was either in cartoons or TV shows.
It was in TV shows.
Yep, TV shows. I'm scrolling up now.
Okay. Trying to get to the top of this.
Oh, there's so much. Oh, there was so much.
Drop the ball. If we want to be
Bloss, wake up or we'll leak your news everywhere. Off Bubbles confusion. That worked once on you. What the
It's really
I'm reading through stuff right now. Like literally the first scene where I guess they like are the phone was ringing for them to go save the city, and they're talking about how they basically all got drunk the night before.
No, Bubbles was drunk.
Ah, sorry.
A teenage drunk who went to rehab.
Blossom's fine. I saw on her Insta that she had a boyfriend. I saw on her LinkedIn that she got promoted, and I saw on Facebook that she still talks to Grandpa despite their political differences.
unbelievable.
Coming back here is probably, in quotes, triggering for her. Why? Because she's the one that killed Mojo. I mean, MoveOn.org.
Oh my god.
Bubbles talking about their dad no longer dating Sarah Bellum. Yeah, now he just dates rando beaker bunnies and science hoes.
Didn't Bubbles date one of the Rowdy Rough Boys too, or something?
Yes, but
Dude, come on with this. It's like, yo, what are they doing? And this is, I said this to VJ, I don't know if I said it or I typed it into the chat. And I was just like, I'm so mad at myself for ever thinking that this would be anything.
Yeah, you
good.
guys did.
I
You
had
guys
faith in people.
We had so much faith
in people. What the was I thinking? I thought that this would be such a whatever fluff. Hey, it's just adults and their Powerpuff Girls, and we're gonna get some powers every now and again, and it's gonna be whatever. It's gonna be fine, and it's gonna be whatever. But this just made me just so pissed. How can you ever trust anybody again after this? This isn't normal bad. This is super bad.
Yeah.
It's amazing. This legitimately seems like what people and what I still think that Sonic thing was, where it's just like we're gonna make it bad on purpose and then we're gonna clean it up.
I don't think so.
And yeah, that it's 40-60 with me. I'm not quite there yet. But yeah, it seems like that where they just go, yeah, let's put out this turd, but then they started DMCA and people like, oh no, they didn't want this to get out at all. Somebody put this out right after they went, yo, we reshooting this. This ain't this, you know, we're gonna clean up the language about why we're reshooting it, but this is not good.
Oh,
They wrote this down. They
Bubbles.
printed this out. They handed this to people. They said, read this. They were in costume and doing stuff. One of them lines was read. That footage is out there.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
So-
the entire pilot, no, all that script was written.
This passed through several hands. And this is what we got.
Approved through several people.
Here's another gem. Bubbles, guys, how can you turn down an evil recon mission, especially when said Mish would make a perfect storyline for my documentary? Bubbles is back. Buttercup, not to be confused with your other film, Bubbles on Her Back.
No. No.
Every line has to be a quirky snark at somebody. Just a quip. They're trying so hard.
Like, Buttercup is apparently, like, 5-timing with a bunch of different women.
Yes.
Just...
Imagine those women that were just like, yo, I love Powerpuff Girls when I was a kid, and I get to be Blossom for real, and then they reading this crap like, oh, this isn't not like this.
Bubbles, where's my hug? Butch, last time I saw you, you broke off our own engagement and told me you'd pawned the ring for drugs. Bubbles, was that you? Bubbles. What are we doing?
It's
This is like
amazing. Great.
vomit
I'd
inducing.
like it. I'd like to see this. This would be a high class comedy. This would legit be must watch TV.
Yes, I would
week
watch
after
this
week.
every week.
Legitimately. I'd glue to my screen for this.
I'm reading through all of this now, just finding the worst of it. It's all bad, but there's some like the on her back thing. Let's see. The Powerpuff Girls drive towards town in the white Puff mobile sprinter van, but has Blossom in front, back. Buttercup, I can't believe we didn't fly. Blossom, I'm sorry. You know I can't get on a plane without a Xanax. Butterbuff.
You fly.
Buttercup.
You can fly at the speed of sound.
Buttercup, but you can literally fly. Can't handle this in parentheses. Let's sidebar this. They get out of the car. We see anarchy in the streets, cars on fire, fights breaking out. Bubbles, they're all possessed. This is like the gathering of the Juggalos. Blossom, you've been? Bubbles, haughty. I was paid to appear.
I'm in pain.
I would have loved to see this show.
Absolutely. I hope somebody
Oh, no,
released
they
that
will
pilot
release.
someday.
They will release it. They will release the pilot for sure. Eventually, they will release that pilot.
Normos was said.
Potential was said.
Buttercup, look, I hate this town. I'm 50-50 on Drake, but I've got a hard-on for mayhem that won't go down. I'm in. So yes, this is... He's not
I
the
got
pilot.
a hard on for mayhem that won't go down.
Bubbles
Buttercup says this.
Butters calls herself an attention whore.
Later calls Blossom a slut.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Buttercup to Blossom says, "That's my bitch right there."
Yeah, it's real bad.
So
We're
yeah,
basically
there's a
done.
PDF out there
It's
somewhere.
out there.
You can find the entire script. Triton, please stop. Like this is
It's incredible.
I can't think of anything. Like I would have to really dig deep into like the CW pantheon to find something worse.
There is nothing.
You will never find a single episode worse than what was written there.
Yeah.
Now, you will find single moments worse than some of the ad moments in that script. Like in Felicity was paralyzed and then they put a chip in her that allowed her to walk, and it finally took hold and she could walk, and she walked out of Oliver's life. Terrible. But you will never, ever find 44 minutes worse than this on the CW.
Front to back.
Front to back.
And the sad
Never.
thing is, the actress who's playing Blossom, she was Daisy in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's a really good character in that show.
No.
Yeah, it's Chloe Bennett.
Chloe
it's
Bennett.
Chloe
She was
Bennett.
Quake.
No, she was so good.
Yes.
And she said the hate boner line.
No.
Imagine that.
No.
No, that was Buttercup. Hold up.
I keep thinking that's fucking Blossom.
Nope.
She was the one that said life's one big hate boner, I think.
Just
I swear to
so
God.
yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, that was like, what day was that? It was the 26th. Like that was literally the entirety of Wednesday. Was was snippets
Yeah, that
of
took
that
up my whole
script.
morning.
It was like I'm just shocked how this happened. Like you said, it passed through so many different hands. Literally, the actresses read all of it and acted all of it.
Yep.
As him was not in this script, he's probably going to be in the show at some point.
Oh,
we
he will
only
be in the show,
had
for sure.
Hot Mojo Jojo's son, and then the end scene was a stinger where it's like his dad is a monkey now.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I want to go eat dinner and forget this existence. Let's finish this up.
All right. Do we have any facts?
Yeah, we got some facts. It's just normal facts.
You getting lazy.
I'm getting tired. I'm not on my game this week, homie.
Could have had facts about Powerpuff Girls. Could have had.
Well, we just talked about Powerpuff Girls, and I think we did Powerpuff Girls before. I'm pretty sure we did. I'm not sure that we
Alright.
did. I'm just talking.
I
Could
think
have
I
had
picked
facts
number
about
last
E3.
time.
Anything. Let's just say 17. Wait, how old were the Powerpuff Girls in there? Mid-20s. Let's say 27 instead. CW is roughly okay for the most part, with tremendous dips to horrible.
Yeah. The sad thing is I think they've lost two titans of shows. They lost Supernatural and they lost Arrow. They're hunting.
And they
for
might be
something.
losing Flash soon because they lost two key cast members. So
They're hunting for something, and I think they're floundering.
hey, Superman and Lois is good.
That is true.
After losing a drunken poker bet, a New Zealand man had to legally change his name to Full Metal Havoc, more sexy than and intelligent than Spock and all the superheroes combined with Frost Nova. After 5 years, the name was approved by the government.
So he lost the bet, had to change his name legally, and then had to go through the lengthy battle of getting that name approved.
That is
such an insult.
Seriously, like this ain't even worth it.
Can I just do something else, please?
I have to commend
no, you
the
may
guy.
not Full Metal Havoc.
Like, that amount of effort, none of us would do. Like, he was just like, I made a promise. I made a bet. And I'm fulfilling it.
No. It's if BG had lost and if I had lost, the other one would absolutely make them do it.
100%.
Be hounding. 100%.
Hey, you signed them papers yet?
Hey, what's that ID saying? What we doing here? And this was a drunken bet. So you're like, come on, man, can we just that? But here, if it was just me and him, we'd be like, nah, we would never let up. To the second that it happened, and it's like, it happened, and it's like,
hey, show me your ID.
and then after a while, I'm like, all right, you can change it back now. That's kind of stupid. Then after a day, like, it's back to normal after 5 years.
Read the full name again. I need to hear it again.
Full name is Full Metal Havoc, more sexy and intelligent than Spock and all the superheroes combined with Frost Nova.
It's the with Frost Nova. That just kind of seals it. 'Cause you think it's done.
What a piece of shit.
Frost Nova is an Arc Knight boss.
Oh. All right. With that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We should see you next week, barring super AIDS affecting me. Who knows? All right.
And I might do something for E3. I might do the live stream thing.
Oh yeah, I'd join you on that.
Okay.
Anti-vax. All of us here at the podcast and stuff.
No.
We're all anti-vax.
This man does not speak for the
All of
entire
us. I
podcast.
speak for all the podcasts.
Anti-vax.
There you go. Get your
Don't do
vaccine.
it.
Bye-bye.
Just do it. Like drugs.
Ralph, you need to sign off.
He went to go dinner.
Oh, you already left? That dick!
Wow. Wow.
What a hungry man.
Look, I gotta go. This needs to happen right now.
Bye-bye.
Triton, he don't want it.
Bye-bye.